is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 39 that time. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Lead to Duke Johnson. He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Watson. Buying time to his left. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
At the 4-yard line.
Decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. One last throw here for Watson. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock, and an extra point will send us to OT.
Well, there's no doubt they just seized the momentum with that one. They can go ahead and kick the extra point here and ride that home wave on into overtime.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules are the same as in the... So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 20.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. He did not have a catch till that moment. Pretty good time for his first one, though, here in OT.
I would agree with that, and just think about how they had to cycle through all the play sheets, right? Tried to find ways to get a lot of people the football. In this case, as you said, he hadn't had a catch all game. Now they find him in a key moment. Really well done.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. They run with Breida. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now. That's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Taken down.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Again, it's Howard. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Jordan Howard.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Brings up
now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
9-yard line.
Here's a handoff left side to Breida, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders.
7-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
at their own 25-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Flushed out right, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Watson, his first throw of OT. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3 on the ground. This is Johnson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Watson on first down. Open man, the tight end fails. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Today's final score, Dolphins 38, Texans 35.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. He'll look underneath and dump it off to Duke Johnson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pick.
So a little chunk there on first as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get first downs, get yourself in position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. If you get 6, so much the better.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Duke Johnson.
They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of 6 brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Johnson. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. His pass caught at the 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Touchdown. I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs, because there's all that build-up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance.